Hi everybody, David Bryan Smith here for the 52 Weeks of Music blog. Today on the Red Couch Diaries, I'm talking about busking. What I take out in the world. I take two cases, one that has my guitar stuff in it and one that is my very secret micro busking case. And I'm going to open this up and show you the contents so that you can go out and make a little money in the world and have some fun playing your music out there. That's coming up on this episode of the Red Couch Diaries. Hey, thanks for tuning in and being part of this songwriting community. It doesn't work without you, so thanks for tuning in. Hi everybody, I'm David Bryan Smith. Thanks for tuning back in. This week, busking here on the Red Couch Diaries. And I usually take out two bags. One is my guitar, and it doesn't matter what guitar's in there. Sometimes I'll take the Black Hole guitar out. Sometimes I'll take my mystery guitar out, which is my working guitar. Sometimes I'll take the Love guitar or perhaps Starlight. Does not matter. What matters is this right here, the stuff I have in my secret busking bag. In fact, you know what? In order to show it to you properly, let's just go out into the world. And here we are, out in the world. Now, I'm actually in a park just really close to my house, but I just wanted to get away from electricity because when you're busking, you're probably not going to have access to any electricity, and that's very, very important. In fact, that's one of the reasons why I got this particular bag. Now, what's inside this bag? Okay, guys, this is and gals, this is amazing. When you're out busking, there's a couple of things that you need, right? One is a way to be heard. Now, I have a couple of different busking systems. If I'm just playing guitar, this is the bag that I carry. In fact, I carry this bag with me everywhere I go, just in case. I use this in my magic shows for the smaller shows, just to play back music and that kind of thing. And this is what I use. There's a couple of things. One of them is this Black Star mini amplifier. I really, really like this thing. It's got a great sound to it. It's got all the features that I really, really want. It runs off of batteries and an AC adapter. Plus, if you really want to get fancy, it has a companion speaker that goes with it, so you can have like a little stack, a little Black Star stack that they say is in stereo. Now, I have no idea what would be in stereo, but anyway, so little Black Star amplifier. I really like this thing. If you want to look at it just a little bit, it's got an input, it's got a gain control so that you can do a little overdrive, it's got an overdrive button for distortion, volume control knob, an EQ or shaping knob that will, because this is a British amplifier, it'll let you go to more English styles or more American styles, and it also has a built-in digital delay. All right, so you can do a little delay stuff there. An MP3 player input so that you can put your MP3 player. I use a tablet. I use one of the Kindle Fires, one of the old models of that. I got it for like 30 bucks on sale. In fact, I'm using it right now as my monitor for my GoPro camera. I use a GoPro Sessions to record my shows with, and I'm using it right now to record the show and view my video so that I can tell that I'm in frame. It also has a headphone out so that if you just want to practice and that kind of thing, then this is a great way to do it if you can listen to some jam stuff. Now, I also have a couple of really cool little items here. This one right here is the coolest thing ever. This is a Line X G10 wireless system, and this is it. That's all there is to it. It's truly digital. It works amazingly well. And one thing about it that I really, really liked that some people would not like is that its power connector is a micro USB. Right, so you have to have a wall wart to it. It's not the same type of connector as your pedal boards or anything like that, which would actually be kind of nice. You could stick this right on your pedal board, stick it right in, and it would have power. However, the cool thing is that you can get one of these tiny little lipstick case battery packs, right, to use to charge your phone with, and all you do is just put that in there. Put that in like that, and all of a sudden, boom, you have instant wireless for your guitar, which is just super cool when you're busking because you can walk around. You're not limited to what's going on there. So that's the second thing. The Black Star amplifier, the Line 6 wireless unit, And of course I have some, some interconnecting cables and things like that that use it. But I also have a stereo ditto looper. Now, to tell you the truth, I really like the tiny ditto better. It supposedly is like $30 cheaper, but for me, I got the tiny one first, and then I went back and got this one because it has a battery compartment. And if you're going out busking or anything like that, you just can't use the tiny one. It has no place for a battery. In fact, this one right here eats up batteries. So it's not really that great for out and busking. But if you want to have a looper and play some pedal stuff, this is the one to go with. And I'll do a full review on that if you like. There's a lot of reviews on the Ditto. It's a really great looper, sounds really good. It's super simple. This one right here, the stereo one, I don't really use the stereo part. And you can also store your loops, which is cool. But they also have the feature where you can like bring a loop with you, right? Not so cool because it takes away from your internal looping time. So this have a 5-minute looping with unlimited loops, but say you put a song on here for 4 minutes, now you're gonna have 1 minute, and that's all your loops. So if you get a loop and you get a groove going on, you can hit the little button here and save it, and then take it home and pull it out from the USB port. But as far as taking it, add tracks with you, no, that's not the way to do it. The best way to do it is to take your smartphone or your tablet or something like that and use that as your background loops. And that's what I had the little MP3, sorry, I didn't mean to use that finger, little MP3 input right here. So I can use my tablet, and I'll show you that. It'd be kind of fun. Here's my little tablet, and of course I have a cable. Now I could try to run this Bluetooth or something like that, but to tell you the truth, it's just simpler just to have a little cable, stick that in there. This right here goes on there. And not only do I have that, but I also use one of these. And this is the 5th thing that's in my case. This is a tiny little Bluetooth remote control, so that when I want to start and stop backing tracks, all I have to do is just hit the button and the backing tracks will start. I use a program on this tablet called Best Boy, and it's a really great music program that has fade times, and I highly recommend it. It's very inexpensive, like 20 bucks. I forget how much it is, but I highly recommend it. And if you use one of these tiny little remotes, the remotes are like $15, $16 or something like that. You have a wireless system that can get you out busking. Now I'm going to put all this stuff together and show you what it sounds like, and just kind of give you an idea of how I work it. Okay, all you need now is a hat. Of course, also in the bag I keep some extra batteries and some other stuff, picks and a flashlight just in case, because you never can tell when it gets dark. But this is a totally portable sound system for your guitar that you can take anywhere and work anywhere. So get out there and busk and have yourself some fun. I'm going to put this stuff together right before I go back inside. So hold on just a minute and I'll show you what it all looks like. So I pulled the guitar out. I was going to go ahead and set all this stuff up and then come back, but I realized it's so simple to set up that I could just do it right here in front of you. Now I'm not going to use the Ditto looper. I'm not going to put it inside, so I'm going to put that away for right now. All I have is the wireless unit and the Black Star. So I'm going to take the wireless unit, plug it into the Black Star right here. I will take the MP3 player, plug it into the Black Star like this, and plug it in over here, and then I just turn this on. I don't have a power switch or anything on the line 6. All I do is take this and plug it right into here, and I'm out of tune. You hear that delay going on there. Really out of tune on that one, sorry. But But so you see how it goes, and I'm wireless. Look, I can walk away. And I can just bust around. I can walk around people and just go wherever I want to. And just, hey, how about a buck? How about, hey, you want to hear my song? So, you know, I can just go around and do whatever I want to do. And it's a fantastic way to just get out into the world and play a little bit. This is super, super simple, like I said. It's all portable, it's all battery operated, and you can go out and make some money on that. In fact, if you want to, you can just take this, stick it right inside your hat to weight it down, because you don't want, you know, somebody running off with your hat, and just go out and have some fun. If I want to do backing tracks, all I got to do is just hit the little button here. Some backing tracks will come on, play me a little blues, so I can go ahead and do whatever I want to do, or you know, just have some fun with it. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you got some stuff out of it. Go out. This is fantastic little gear. I really highly recommend it, and I highly recommend that you go out and busk a little bit. Be careful about the laws, because some places you can't really ask for money, and you know, so you need to be careful about the places that you go. But if you just want to go out and play a little bit and have some fun, and have a little kit like this will go a long way. Hey, I'm David Bryan Smith of 52 Weeks of Music blog. Let's go back inside. And we're back. Hey, thanks so much for tuning in this week. I hope you got something out of this busking episode. Remember, the theme for September is beginnings. So if you want to write a song, you want to be part of this community, please give some suggestions down below. Hit the subscribe button. Thanks for tuning in, and have yourself a fantastic week. You know, you are absolutely right. Now would be a good time to hit that subscribe button. Thanks for tuning in.